What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, just wanted to do a little bit of a DEC health check here because, well, we haven't talked about it in a while. And granted, DEC has been well below peg, so, as a so-called stablecoin, it is not doing its job, but, demand is just not there. Now, if we break down these charts below, super handy coming in from Splinter Cards, so shout out to Splinter Cards, you can see we're at about 5.7 billion DEC. We are starting to burn some on a regular basis now, which is nice. But here's the thing. You see this massive up and to the right graph over the last 120 days. This actually is, considering that we're at the end of April now, this is 2024 DEC inflation in a nutshell, right? We went from 5.3 billion up to 5.7 billion. Now, the key here is that we did not really sell that many packs. If you look at this, we're still below 900,000 packs circulating, right? So we're not going to count what's in the DAO or burned, but 900,000 packs, which means that this wasn't driven by pack sales. And if it was, right, we might see DEC well above peg, or sorry, not well above, but at peg, and us burning a lot of SPS. So this inflation was due to the one-time event, and it's important that it was only one time, of Gladiator card burning. And this is significant because there were a lot of Gladiator cards that were actually burned. I burned a lot of mine too. But if you estimate that, the Gladiator card burning essentially created 300 to 400 million DEC, that's a lot. That's not an insignificant amount. You translate that at peg to US dollar value, that's $300,000 to $400,000 worth of value that we would need to eat up as a community in order to get us back to peg and to get us back into activating the flywheel. So is it going to be that much? I don't know. Again, this is just my best guess. It's the best estimate in terms of what we've seen over the last couple of months, because I do believe that a lot of the Rebellion the Rebellion sales were preloaded, right? During the pre-sale and then, or front loaded, I should say, during the pre-sale and then, in December, early December when it launched. Obviously, there's been Rebellion sales since then, but it hasn't been like anything super crazy. And we know that a lot of Gladiator cards were burned during that time frame. So the question then becomes, okay, we got 300 to 400 million DEC. We got $300,000 to $400,000 that needs to be find value, find utility. Now, granted, you could take that down slightly. Let's say we're trading at 80% of peg. Obviously, we're a little bit higher now, but again, 80% of peg puts us at what? 200? Is that still 240,000 to 300,000, right? To $320,000 in USD terms that we would need to eat through. And, if you consider how many packs that would need to be, if you consider land, if you consider, a lot of different things, that's not an insignificant amount. So I don't know where this comes in. And obviously, due to the fact that the promo event, right, the Bitcoin promo event ended up going to the team, in that way, right, like the team is just going to recirculate that DEC back into the ecosystem. It's not burning it. Whereas had, we just paid them from what was in the DAO, we would have been able to essentially burn all that DEC. Now, I'm not saying one thing or another. We would have burned probably 200,000 DEC. That's what we're sitting at right now, and the event's about to close. So, sorry, not 200,000, 200 million DEC. So we could have solved half of the problem, excuse me, with the event. But that still leaves another 200 million, and it's not like we're running events all the time. So I don't know what the catalyst will be to help us get there. Now, keep in mind, they did say that in the month of May, Land 1.6 or features of Land 1.6 are going to come out. So we know that the Grain DEC LP is going to be one piece of that. And then the prefix titles are going to be another part. Now, Grain DEC, that's going to be an immediate home. It's going to have a direct impact. You're going to be able to park a good amount of DEC into that. How many people will participate? I don't know. How much DEC in value is that going to eat up? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when that actually goes live. The prefix titles could be interesting, though, because if the whales start playing whale games, we could start to see more DEC get staked on land. Now, we've actually seen some get taken off, right? We were over 1.5 billion. Now we're under 1.5 billion slightly. So again, those are the two things that are coming up hopefully within the next month that could have some kind of impact. But 400 million DEC, even 300 million DEC, that's a lot. I don't think that we're going to see that much get thrown into LPs or utilized on land. I would love it, right? I would love it because think about it this way, right? 300 million DEC, let's just call it what it is. That would be roughly 4% more land getting utilized. It's not that much in the grand scheme of things, but it's not, a small amount either, right? And again, 300 million, am I doing my math right? Yeah, 300 million would be about 4% of all land being utilized, right? An additional 4%. So the opportunity's there, but again, if that's all that we're seeing, I'm not sure. The other one, which is Splinterlands adjacent, not Splinterlands directly related, is Soulkeep. I'm not sure what to expect with Soulkeep anymore. I was hearing May initially, or Q2 is what they were trying to shoot for. Now some people are saying July. Again, don't quote me on that. I just saw people talking about July in the Soulkeep Discord, and nobody's really confirmed or denied that. So at this point in time, I don't know when to expect Soulkeep. And, considering the other things that the team is doing in terms of new player experience, that may not bring it in as well. So we could be in for a bit of a bumpy ride unless one of you guys has, $300,000 stashed somewhere and can come up and buy all of this extra DEC. But that's where we stand. Hopefully hopefully something comes out of left field that is a good thing, right? That comes out of left field and creates the kind of demand and utility that we're looking for. But I'm just calling what I'm seeing right now, and that's where we're at for the next month, maybe 2 months, maybe even 3 months and more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That is all I have for you guys in this video. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.